Hey, Veronique, how are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm good, and you?
I'm good. You're the first guest of the day because we were like, we got to start with a blast.
The first
Yes.
and best.
Thank you.
First
Yeah.
and best.
No pressure. Before we
No.
jump in, tell everyone a little bit more about you and sort of your background and journey to where we are now.
Yeah, okay. So, Veronique Sauvé, Air Canada, Senior Manager, Employee Travel and Recognition. So, I've been with Air Canada for 18 years, and I've been, 18 years, going on 19. And I've been with this team for now 7 years, learning a lot about recognition. I think recognition is so important to actually, employee retention and also to have happy employees at work. And when I talk about employees, it's like all my colleagues that are out there at Air Canada. We're 40,000 employees, pretty much, give or take, depending on the days. And so I'm here to talk about a bit more about recognition and what we do with Achievers.
Amazing. What would you say kept you engaged so long? And it's very rare that you actually speak to someone now who stay with businesses so long.
Yeah, it's
So-
like the modern day equivalent of 40 years. Coming on 19
That's
years.
true.
It's
Yeah.
like you deserve a crown, queen.
Thank you so much. I have to say that the airline world is very, very traditional. And we have employees that have been with us for 60 years
Wow.
of working, not of age, 60 years. So
Unheard
they
of.
started when they were 12, most likely. And they look like that. But we have some very dedicated employees. They love their job. They just love the company. We have some very, dedicated and very passionate employees.
Yeah.
So with all of this is part of our culture, actually. So with all of this, that's where we try to tie in recognition with this. Make sure that they are passionate and we are kind of giving it back to them, that same type of passion.
Yeah, it doesn't happen by accident.
No, exactly. It's not for everybody. I have to say, we call ourselves sometimes adrenaline junkies because, there's always something going on in the airline world. But yes, once you try it, you don't want to go away.
Yeah. With such a distributed global workforce and a lot of frontline workers, how do you reach them and ensure that they feel valued?
That's a very good question, actually, because we've been kind of trying to find the best options. I have to say, I don't want to say we did some hit and miss, but it's not actually that. But we had a certain vision at some point, and we wanted to kind of give everybody the same thing. But we kind of shortly, not a long time ago, we realized that everybody is so unique, and the type of employees that we have are so different also.
Yeah.
We have pilots, flight attendant, ramp crews, airport employees, people in actually offices also. Not that many, but some of them, like me. So the majority of our workforce is deskless, yes, and offline and up in the air or somewhere in the world. So we're really trying to see what makes it meaningful and impactful for them. What is working for one employee may not work for another employee.
Yeah.
And so as much as we want to please everybody, we're doing our best. But really, it's really to see and understand our workforce. I used to be an airport agent. I used to be also part of in-flight group as a manager with in-flight. So I know what I know what they are going through and what's their step. Actually, one of our value is walk a mile in my shoe.
And you've done that.
And I've done
Because you've been there in multiple roles.
So it's kind of that's why we're trying to always go back to providing them what makes the more sense for them.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on it. It's a work in progress.
I've often said that Air Canada is the poster child with everything that you did with the meaningful recognition workshops where they would look at specific employee populations and conduct, because what matters to an in-flight crew is going to be different than your cargo crew. And I
Exactly.
love that you really take that tailored approach.
Yeah, and we're really trying even more, I have to say, we're trying to get to the next level of it. We were kind of tiptoeing into this at some point, and now we're really kind of getting into it and being at the forefront. That's very important too. Being always I don't want to say in the face of our employees, but we need to be, because if not, people kind of forget about it. And it's important. Everybody needs to feel that they are valued.
Yeah.
And, with Achievers over the years, it's very interesting because I was at one of your ACE many years ago, and David Taylor was presenting. And I was sitting down and I'm like, oh my God, this is what we do. And this is what we do. And I'm like, okay, well, we must be doing something great. And with the support of Achievers, it's kind of like, that's why we are able to get where we are today.
That's very kind of you to say. There are so many things that you do great. One thing I've heard you talk a lot about on stage is the importance of visibility, of recognition. And I'm curious if you could share what visibility looks like across your, Air Canada and why that matters so much.
So our employees, like I said, they're not Monday to Friday. They don't come in the office. There's no, well, some of them do, but most of them don't. And it's not like the coffee machine chat, and your boss is not necessarily sitting next to you. So for us to keep this visibility, to keep them like engaged and understanding, we're really trying to leverage actually all the tools we have. And I have to say that even with Achievers, like we're able, like we pitch ideas, and then sometimes our ideas are working, which is amazing. And so they were always there to kind of support us, listening to what we say. So we have yes, of course, the platform. It's a great platform. Employees know it. We did a little lift to it, changed the face lately. But also we have many other things than the platform to actually being able to recognize employees and make them feel part of this greater Air Canada that we are. Because one flight crew is going from A to B, but when they go from A to B, there's an impact on the rest of the population. It's like an ecosystem, really much so. So when they're doing what they're supposed to do, and then we're able to actually get that recognition out at the right moment, they really feel it. It's impactful and meaningful. I'm sorry, I'm saying always those words, but
That's great.
that's the word of the day for me.
Check us. Do you have a name for your? Yeah, I know you. Of course you do. Tell what's the name?
Of the program?
Yeah.
Shine.
Shine.
So when one of us shine, we all shine. So actually, it's actually also a verb now at Air Canada, because I'm going to shine you, you shine me.
Did you shine her for that?
Let's shine us, shine on. We just do a lot of
And for everyone listening, why is that important that you build a brand around it?
because that's how it's recognized.
Yeah.
That's how our employees, it's really, we created it. Actually, we're going to celebrate our 10 years in October. Yeah. 2015.
Wow, congrats.
1st of October 2015, that's when we launched Shine. I was not part of that team back then, but
You
I-
were.
It's still shining.
I was still, and I was.
It's still shining all the way through. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was using it and understanding it. And, it's important to tell the people that they're doing a good job. Because when you don't and you miss those opportunities, people don't feel that they're just coming to work, I'm a number,
Yeah.
if I don't come to work today, because there's absenteeism and everything is tied into it too.
Yeah.
So if they just feel that they're a number, they don't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How do you measure the ROI? Because that's a common question I get on
Yes.
my show as well. What does good look like?
So we're actually working on this a lot. I have to say that the feedback that we're receiving from employees, when when I travel, I always introduce myself to the crew or to the gate agent. Everybody, a lot of people know me, which is a good or a bad thing now. But they're always, oh yeah, you're the Shine lady. My team is known, and not only me, my team and I,
The Shine lady.
the Shine team.
Shine team.
It's not the recognition team; it's the Shine team. So that's how we know that it's working,
Yeah.
and it's something that it's out there, and also it's really trying to move the dial to have employees. And I'm going back to that again. It's being part of a greater thing than just I'm coming to work, I'm doing my little thing here. And, whatever, if I'm there or not there, it's not changing anything. It's not true. And that's what we're really trying to kind of pass through, which is not easy, not every day. I'm here talking about it like it's easy to do, but it's not. But it's a day after day trying to do our best.
Yeah.
Easy to say, hard to do.
Indeed.
And what I love it's not like you put out internal comms to make Shine a verb. It was something organically that just happened.
And that's
over
why we know
time.
it's working.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really embedded into the culture.
It is
It's not-
now.
Yeah.
It's not a HR thing. It's a business thing. It's,
it is now.
It's owned by every employee. And
It
that's
is.
when you know it's working.
And it's very important for us that it's just not us at HR deciding we're going to
No.
do that and this. We're really trying to know our employees. We're really trying to listen to what they have to say up to a certain point.
Yeah.
And no, yeah, we listen to our employees, and the feedback are important. The goal for us is actually to give back to them. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Which is a very valiant goal. However, if you were talking to an executive from another company that maybe hasn't invested in recognition, how would you speak to the impact that recognition has on the metrics that matter to the business, such as employee engagement and retention, especially with an employee population like yours? That's a really fast-paced, demanding environment, very diverse.
So I would tell them, like, first of all, understand your base, understand your employees, what they want. You know, it's really like, as much as possible, what they want, what do they need to actually feel that they're being part, they belong to the company, you know, like this belonging model that we work with Achievers also a lot, you know, like they feel that they're supported, they feel that they're connected. Understand your workforce. It's like the first point. And once you understand your workforce and you're able to actually say, okay, well, my people, they need this, or we think that they need this. And then we're going to try that. But it's also, like I said, essai erreur, you know, in French we say, you know, like you're going to try some things and it's not working. But then it's being able to shift, you know, to pivot and being nimble and then move on to the next thing that could be working. But it's really know your people. And this is an investment that is very important. Employee retention, employee engagement, make them feel that they're part of something bigger than just their little workplace.
Yeah. Before we let you go, what would be your parting advice for HR leaders that are new on that, sort of just starting their recognition journey? What advice would you give to them?
Don't be shy to give to everybody. I have to say, we did that decision 10 years ago.
You mean you rolled it out to everyone in one go?
Yes.
Because most companies say start in small pockets and then like go out. Why is that important?
Because it puts everybody on the same level, I have to say. And it doesn't show that like a department or a branch or a type of employee is like at a different level. And that's, I mean, like in our industry, in our world, it's very important, you know, like the fairness. And it's also that everybody can actually leverage like not only the platform, but the program. And it actually push everybody to use it. And then when everybody gets recognized, you know, when one shine, we all shine, you know? So
it's
that's
not just
what it is.
saying you're inclusive, it's showing them
Exactly.
that you're inclusive.
You gotta live
That's
it.
like, what's your goal? You want to break down silos?
Yeah.
Well, then all components of your employee population should
be part of it.
from the
That's
gate.
really that would be my best piece of advice.
Yeah.
Along with a lot others.
And like the other theme that I feel like has surfaced through what you've shared is you're not afraid to try new things. Like you have pitched ideas to us and we're like, okay, we've never done this before. And then they work and then we use them for our other customers.
Yes,
like
exactly.
you're an innovator, you're
We're
an early
trying.
adopter. And, you know, sometimes the best way to succeed is through not failure, but
fail
different
forward.
things.
Yeah,
fail
exactly.
forward.
And being able to pivot.
Yeah.
And, you know, and
have
if you
to.
take a direction and then the next day it's something else, then, you know, it's okay. What we've done, it's not necessarily not good. It's just that now we need to kind of
Learning moment.
Exactly.
Embodying a growth mindset, queen.
Yes.
And I think we'll end it there. Thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the summit in the day. We appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.
for having me.
Keep shining.
Such amazing work. Our shine queen.
Yes.